Hey guys, it's Derek from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan, and we're looking at an auction purchase here of a 2003 Volkswagen Lupo. This one's the GTI, and so that means it's the twin cam 1.6 liter version with a 6-speed manual transmission, front wheel drive, and this one's going to be exported to a customer in Canada, actually a close friend of mine in Canada. Okay, so the Lupo I think is a cool car, 975 kilograms and 125 horsepower in the GTI version. Makes this a quick little car and very fun to drive. I've gotten to drive one of these before. I didn't drive this one, but I have driven one before, and it is just a blast to drive. Such a light car with that much power. To give you kind of an idea of that, it is a lighter car with more power than the AE86, which is a pretty well-known lightweight performance-ish car. Okay, so let's take a look at the condition here. Auction sheet says that there's an oil leak in the engine, but I couldn't find it from the top, and it's not leaking down to the bottom, and so that one you're going to have to look at closer when the vehicle arrives. But the level of oil in the engine is fine. It hasn't gone down below the minimum mark, and so that doesn't need to be topped up. And the coolant, typical Volkswagen style with the round coolant bottle, looks fine. No problem with engine sounds or roughness in the engine. Everything looks peachy and delicious. Close the hood. The hood release lever is broken, and so it's hard to open the hood on this one. Now, we have had a Lupo on this channel before. Actually, the same buyer. He was kind of waiting for a GTI, but found the other one first. But this one, I think the looks of the GTI are the best. You get the lower suspension, you get the nicer wheels, and you get the more aggressive front end, if you can call it that. I think it looks cool with the quad headlights, sort of like the Turbo Beetles. I guess it's a car of about the same era as that. And the length of the car with the tiny little overhangs is very unique looking, especially for markets that never got this vehicle. I guess it's as close as possible to the original Mark I Golf. And I believe those ones were somewhere around 86 horsepower and then maybe around 700 kilos or something like that. But modern car that's this light with this much power, I think is a great little package. So let's look over the auction sheet here. Information given to us from the auction house. Okay, and so 2003 Lupo GTI, front wheel drive, auction grade 4 with an interior B and 86,019 kilometers. The mileage on this I think is about medium, but the condition on it looks like a much lower mileage car, and so I'm very happy with that. 1600cc, original silver, power steering, power windows, ABS, and it has airbags. It doesn't say that it does, but it has 4 airbags, 2 sides, and then the 2 on the front for passenger and driver. Looking at the body here, it has small scuffs on the front bumper, and then repainted panels here, which I couldn't even tell that they're repainted, which is weird because I'm always looking for that. And then some scratches in various places, but nothing really major. I will point out anything that I did find though. And I did find something on the roof that I'll show you in a second. Steering wheel wear. It is quite a bit of wear, but there was a cover on it before. I took the cover off so that we can send it with the car, but I think that the cover being on there has kind of worn down the steering wheel itself. Interior scratched and dirty, underside 1 part, surface rust, engine oil leak, and the check lamp is on, but it's actually not on. I guess it was on at the time that the vehicle was inspected, but is no longer on now, so I don't know what's up with that. And then windshield rock chip. Okay, so let's do a once around here. Those original wheels with winter tires on them, and the body basically has no blemishes. Typically, as part of the report, I'll walk around the vehicle once and take any pictures of any scratches and take a video of any dents, and there was none to report on that. And so this report gets fewer pictures than your typical one just because there's less to take pictures of. Okay. So red brake calipers, that's pretty cool, I suppose. Headlights are a little bit faded. You can see a little bit yellow compared to the fog light there. Then the roof has these blotches of weird colored paint. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here I'll show you the side panel. clean as can be, and this is the area that has been repainted, and I don't see any paint wave in it anywhere. Center exhaust, I think, is pretty cool. With the two little pipes there, kind of shows you it's a little bit more performance. Now the A2 on the back, here it is there. There's actually some paint cracks in there. And then going on to the front bumper, give you a quick look at that. And the scratches are on the plastic guard at the underside, and so they're really not that visible at all. Okay, windshield has bubbles around the outside. Now, I don't know if this means that it has been replaced. I haven't seen this before on a Lupo as far as I can remember, but it is all the way around. It looks like it is official glass, but may have been replaced, may have not been replaced, and it's just like a sealing issue. If it were my car, I would put like a piece of black trim all the way around, and then it would just hide those bubbles. I don't think that they're a performance issue with the windshield. Okay, trunk in this is itty bitty. Oh, locked. You need a key to open it. I will open it though. Let me just grab that. Don't look at the interior. This is for later. Unlock. There we go. Going back. There we go. Okay, so not a lot of trunk room in here, but those seats there do fold forward to give you lots of room if you want to use this as a four-seater. I'm sorry, as a two-seater, and then a larger luggage area in the back. Bigger than a lot of kind of a two-seater sports coupes, like an MR2 or something like that. Okay, it's the bolt that's holding this seat in place is out of the socket, and so whoever put that seat back in didn't do up the bolt, and so because of that, seat alignment is a little bit off. You see that? They're really easy to actuate this, and there are two settings, one for super upright and one for more relaxed. Okay, cool red stitching on the seats, and I think these seats would be specific to the GTI, and the seat belts, which are red, and that's a cool little detail, having the red seat belts with the black stripe on them. See that? Good looking. Okay, I believe the seats are probably Recaro seats, but they don't have Recaro branding on them. Fabric is a tiny bit loose there. Okay. You can see the steering wheel wear. And I really like the feel of the inside of the Volkswagens of this era. I think that it's very nice. They tend to scratch really easily, and then this one has Volkswagen scratches on the handle there. Cool chrome rings there. I'll show you the engine start. Okay, 86019. Dashboard is cool, MD player. AC, I don't know if it works. Today's too cold to really feel. The air coming out is cold, but it doesn't feel that much colder than the real air. 6 speeds. That's really cool. I'm going to show you just because it's so weird that this car has 6 speeds. Because usually it's faster cars or bigger cars that they invest in all the speeds for the transmission. So that's cool. This is nice. Has been smoked in, but doesn't smell bad inside. And the interior is generally only needs a vacuum. It won't need any large scale detailing. Everything looks to be pretty nice. And love how the doors, they're body color, and so the door has all the exposed metal there. Nice big speaker. And there's no glove box in this car, so it's good that they have both doors have these pocket pieces, and then there's a little shelf in there. Okay, watch the seats. Oh, I'm going to do it on the other side because I don't know if the driver's side does this, but it's really easy to get into the back because of giant size doors, even bigger than the 8.6. You could probably jump straight through if you open both doors. You probably want to wear a helmet for doing that, but watch how this seat works. So you pull up here, and it does like a super jump. And then, so easy to step feet in the back. Super easy to get in, and enough headroom in the back I know it doesn't look like much, but a lot of times when I'm in the back of a car, my head will touch the roof, and here it doesn't even come close really. Okay, easy to get out, easy to put the seat back, and putting the seat back, this really annoys me when cars don't do this, but when you put the seat back, it remembers how far the seat was tilted back, and so the passenger here doesn't have to adjust the seat again to be comfortable. Okay, so there we have it, Volkswagen Lupo 2003 GTI edition. Pretty cool car. Going to stay with Derek for a bit, and then going to go to Canada in a couple of months. So, hope you enjoyed the walk around. If you have any questions, feel free to post them. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.